when you're learning in a manual car, is the clutch the most important thing you'll have to learn? Is the clutch going to be difficult for you to learn? Is the clutch going to give you the challenge when you're learning in a manual car? Learners who are learning in a manual car, the most difficult they find is the clutch. So the more you get to know the clutch, more you know what the clutch does, how to use it, when to use it, more easier is going to be for you to learn in a manual car. It's all about knowing and then put that into practice. The more you know, more better is going to be when you're learning in a manual car with a clutch. So let's go through one by one what the clutch does, how to use it, and what is the clutch. Number one, when you are preparing yourself to drive, you come in, make sure you prepare your seat, adjust your seat in a way by putting the clutch down to the floor. So use the top part of your feet, the left feet, and put it down to the floor and adjust your seat. If you could reach the clutch to the floor, that means your sitting position is good and comfortable for you. Why do we say put the clutch down to the floor? Why not with the other pedals? Because you've got the other two, right? You've got the gas or the accelerator and you've got the brake. Why did I say put the clutch down and not the other ones? Why? Because clutch goes the furthest down. So if you're learning in a manual car, always adjust your seat by putting the clutch down to the floor. And if you could put the clutch down to the floor comfortably without any problem, and if you could reach it without any problem, that means your sitting position is good. Make sure when you put the clutch down, you don't have to stretch. It's like you can't reach. Make sure you adjust your seat so that you could put the clutch down to the floor comfortably without any problem. So number one is adjust your seat with the clutch, and the foot you use only the left foot, never the right. It's always the left. How do you use it? The top ball of your feet or the foot should be there. Not too much, not too less. Okay? Too much, you won't be able to feel it. Remember, your sensor is on top of your foot. So when you use it, when you press it, how much to press and how to bring it up, you will feel it if you use just the toes, just the top, not the middle, and not too less, because if it's too less, you're gonna slip. So there, just the top part of your foot, okay? And you use the left foot only, never the right foot. That's number one. Number two, when do you use the clutch? What is the job of the clutch? The job of the clutch, three things. Number one, it allows you to move the car, allows you to change gear, and also it keeps the car running, the engine running at the end. So remember the job of the clutch, because if you don't know the job of the clutch, you're going to use it in the wrong time. It's important you get to know the job of the clutch. Why? Then you know when to use it and when not to use it. So what is the job of the clutch? So these are the three places you will need the clutch. Number one, to move the car. For example, now we are sitting, engine is off. For us to move the car, what do? We start the car and then we put the clutch down to the floor. We change gear to first, bring the clutch to the biting. It doesn't matter how much gas we give. Unless we bring the clutch to the biting, the car will not move. So which moves the car? The gas or the clutch? Is the clutch. Many, they think that it's the accelerator or the gas move the car. It doesn't. It doesn't matter how much gas you give. So if I start the car now and I press the gas down to the floor, it's just going to make that noise, but you're not going to move. Car's not going to move unless you go to first gear by putting the clutch down and you bring the clutch to the biting point, then only the car moves. So make sure, remember, the clutch allows you to move the car. And then you need to put the clutch down to change gear. You can't change gear without the clutch. It's the clutch allows you to change gear. You put the clutch down and then you change gear, whichever gear you need, okay? And then you bring the clutch up and then put the clutch down again if you need to change the gear again, okay? So it's the clutch allows you to change gear. And then at the end, you put the clutch down to keep the engine running. So say you're driving along and you want to stop the car somewhere. For you to stop the car, you don't need the clutch. You cover the brake and you brake gently, slow the car, and you brake. And just before the car stops, what do? You put the clutch down. Because if you don't, you will stop the car because you are braking, the brake will stop the car. But for you to keep the engine running at the end, you must put the clutch down. Okay, so let me repeat. You want to slow the car and stop the car over there. You cover the brake and you brake, brake, brake. Nothing to do with the clutch. Many, what they do is they put the clutch down if they need to slow or stop. No, you brake, brake, brake. You could cover the clutch, but don't touch it. Don't touch. You brake, brake. Just before the car stops fully, what do? Put the clutch down. Why? Because if you don't, the engine will cut off. You will have to put the clutch down to keep the engine running at the end. So make sure you remember that, okay? Many, what they do is if they need to slow the car or stop the car, the first thing they do is they put the clutch down. That's not the job of the clutch. Remember we said it's the three things the job of the clutch. Moves the car, allows you to change gear, and it keeps the engine running. It's not on there on the job description where it said slow the car or to stop the car. It's not, is it? It's to keep the engine running, which means you brake, 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 and just before the car stops, put the clutch down to keep the engine running. If you don't put the clutch down, the car will stop because you are braking, but the engine will cut off. Make sure to remember that. Hi, if you are learning to drive or you are training to become a driving instructor, we have an online course for you. So if you're a learner, we have an online course for you for manual and automatic. And if you're training to become a driving instructor, we have an online course for you for your ADI Part 2 and ADI Part 3. Please check the description for the links of the courses. Have a look and have a read. If you like it, you could always join the course. Next thing you need to know is the biting point. And this is where you will have to learn, you'll have to master, you'll have to practice until you get this right. It's the biting point. So what is the biting point? Biting point is the point where it bites for the car to move. So you put the clutch down to the floor, you go to first gear, and you want to move the car. Okay, so clutch down, you go to first gear, and then for the car to move, you need to bring it up to the biting point where it bites. You will feel it. So you bring it up slowly, and then you will feel around halfway, you will feel the biting. How will you feel it? You will feel the bonnet going up, you will feel the engine noise changes, and also you will feel where the biting is. The car will want to go. Okay, so you put it down to the floor and bring up really slowly until you hear the engine noise changes. You will see the bonnet going up a little bit because the car wants to go. And like I said, you will feel the car wants to go. That's the biting. Once you bring up to the biting point, you hold it for you to move the car. You hold it at the biting. You take the handbrake off. And then what do? You release fraction clutch up, just fraction. Car starts to go. When the car starts to go, what do? You hold the clutch there for a few seconds. Let the car roll. This is where many learners, they make that mistake. So clutch down, you go to first gear, bring up to the biting. You feel the bite, hold. Take the handbrake off. And then what do? Fraction more clutch up, car starts to go. When the car starts to go, what do? Hold the clutch. Make sure you hold it. Don't let go. Because many learners, what they do, as soon as the car starts to go, they release it quickly and the car stalls. So as the car starts to go, you hold the clutch for a few seconds. When the car starts to go and is gone fully, give a little gas, the rest clutch up smoothly. Not like that. Gently up. Not like that. Okay? So up to the biting, car starts to go, hold. When the car moved off fully, give a little gas, and then what do? Gradually all the way up. Done. And then obviously you go to second, third, fourth, and you drive on. I'm going to repeat one more time so that you get it. Okay? Put the clutch down, we go to first gear. We are moving the car, okay? We give a little gas, obviously. To move the car, you need some gas. Bring the clutch up to the biting. We'll bring it up really slowly. Now we feel it. Just say we feel it. Why? Because we hear the engine noise changing. We see the bonnet going up, so we know that's the biting. You will get that by practice. I just want to let you know the information that you know. So that's the biting. I take the handbrake off. Fraction more clutch up. Car starts to move. When the car starts to move, what do? Just hold it there. Just hold. Car is gone fully. Give a little gas. the rest clutch up really slowly, all the way up, all the way up. Slowly, the ending, not like that. Because if you do that, you'll feel the car jerking. Okay? So to the biting, car starts to go, hold it. When the car is gone fully, gradually up. And the car goes. And then obviously second gear, third gear. Now all those things will come by practice. The more practice you do, more better it's going to be. In the beginning, just be patient. Remember, learning the clutch, you have to be patient. Unless you are patient, it's going to take you longer, and you probably will feel you want to give up. Don't do that. Many, they want to give up. They just give up learning manual car because they can't get the clutch. It's because in the beginning, they're not patient. You just have to be patient in the beginning. Remember, practice will make it perfect. This video is giving you the information you need. The more you know about the more information you know about the clutch, more better it's going to be for you when you are practicing. So first of all, make sure you know what the clutch is all about, what the clutch does, how to use it, when to use it, and then practice, practice, practice until you get it, until it is perfect. For you to reach that level, you just have to be patient. Unless you are patient, it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen overnight. This is something new for you. When we learn something new, especially when you're learning the clutch, which is the most challenging actually, it is the most difficult when you're learning in a manual car. It is going to be difficult. It is going to be challenging. You just have to be patient, keep practicing until you get it, until you know exactly how to use it. Remember, eventually, once you know how to use it, and after practicing, it will become like a habit. It will become like walking. When we walk, we don't think of walking, do we? We just walk. It will be the same when you're using the clutch. It will be the same when you're driving. Things will be as if you were walking without thinking. But for you to reach that level, you just have to keep practicing and be patient. The more patient you are and keep practicing, more better it's going to be, more easier it's going to be for you. So always remember the job of the clutch, which is to move the car, allows you to change gear, and it keeps the engine running at the end. Remember the biting point, and remember to hold the clutch at the biting when the car starts to move, and then remember to bring the clutch up from the biting to the finishing really slowly and smoothly, not quickly. And then be patient and just practice, practice, practice. I hope this video helps. If you need extra help on Learn to Drive and to pass your driving test, don't forget to take the advantage of our online course, which gives everything a learner needs. The course has everything a learner needs for you to learn and for you to pass your driving test. It has more than 30 videos in the course, giving you everything you need. I will leave a link in the description for you to have a look. Have a look and see and read. If you like it, you could always join the course. Thank you for watching. I hope the video helps. If it does, please do give a thumbs up. Please do make a comment what you think of the video. And if you are new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss any of my future videos. Hope to see you again on the next video. Bye for now.